Today's video, we're going to talk about, are you showing up for competitor terms on Google Ads despite your pleas to Google to stop having your damn ads show up for competitor terms? I'm going to tell you how to stop this every single time, okay? So, particularly for local service markets, you got situations where you're showing up for your competitors' keywords, typing in Joe's Plumbing or Mark's Foundation Services. They're clicking your ad, going to your landing page, despite it not saying you're that competitor, call you, waste your salesperson's time, and waste your money on ad spend because Google has you, for whatever reason, show up for your competitor's terms. There's a way to block this really easily, and unless you do, you're never gonna make money with your ads. It's really that simple. So if you wanna actually make money with your ads, you need to watch this video through and get the information that I'm gonna tell you here on how to fix this for yourself. Now, it isn't the typical answer that you're gonna see online if you're trying to fix this already, but it is the effective answer that is gonna fix it for sure so you can go on and make money with your ads. Getting into the content here. Since 2020, Google will have you basically show up for your competitor terms despite not targeting them. So in other words, you weren't targeting any competitor names unless you are using exact match keywords. Okay? So if you're using phrase match, if you're using broad match keywords, Google is going to assume, in essence, you want to show up for competitor terms, whether you're targeting them outright or not. Okay? So your only choice, if you do not want this to happen, which you basically can't have it happen, if you're going to make money with your ads, you need to use exact match terms, at least in a large number of the local service markets, given that there's a lot of competitors that you could potentially show up for. Because if you're in a market like foundation repair, where there might be 3 companies in your entire 100-mile radius around where your office is, in that situation, you may not certainly have to use exact match. You can get by with using negative keywords by itself. But if you're in anything even halfway mainstream, plumbing, heating, air conditioning, pest control, you're stuck with using exact match keywords nowadays just to be able to make a profit after all your expenses are considered, after your salaries, your cost of delivering your service, your ad spend, your ad manager's fees, and all this added up and considered at the end of the day. Well, obviously, why did this happen? Why? Why is Google doing this? Google's doing it clearly, are getting greedy. It's getting harder and harder to raise quarterly revenues without pulling these kind of shenanigans. Ultimately, their goal is to get the sleeping advertiser and pick his pocket. At the end of the night, when you're still asleep, they're trying to get your money because most people don't check their search terms report and see what they actually show up for. They can have you show up for competitor terms that nobody else wants to show up for, and they can effectively sell ad space and inventory that nobody wants for high amounts of money. And they can get everybody bidding on each other's competitor terms, and now there's product that they can sell that nobody necessarily wanted before. And of course, as a corporation, you have a fiduciary duty to your shareholders to make more money if you can, not anything else. So, of course, if they could do this and get away with it, they're going to do it. This isn't even a question. And I can tell you from experience, 70% or so of advertisers, especially in local service markets, they are not even making money with their ads. After expenses, they're losing money. How can they do it? Well, it's pretty simple. They can ultimately take the money that they're making from other sources like referrals, use it to spend on ads. And so even though the ads are losing money, they're not going to go out of business or their bank account's never going to go dry because they're pulling money from one area of their business to finance the ads. So they're financing a money-losing proposition on Google Ads with other parts of their business that are actually profitable. Maybe they've been in business 20 years and they got a lot of referrals, or they got organic traffic. So you can't just say, well, our competitors aren't doing X, Y, and Z, or they're doing X, Y, and Z, and therefore I should. The reality is most of the people advertising on Google Ads aren't making any money, so you can't pay attention to them. And So, but the reason why I bring this up is because Google knows this as well. And they know the 70%, they could pick their pocket a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And it doesn't matter that, the ads are dipping into negative ROI territory because they were already at negative ROI already. And all they're doing is just making it more negative. And they're never going to care about their profitability. I mean, they obviously don't want their ads to lose money, but people are also inherently freaking lazy as hell. They do not want to set up tracking. They do not want to assume their ads are not working. So Google plays to this and takes advantage of the situation. So the only way to make money with Google ads is to not be like the guy who just deludes himself or gal that it makes money unless you physically know it makes money. And obviously, if you go into your search terms report and you see a bunch of competitor terms there, you're probably not making money. At the very least, you should check it out. But more so than that, you should be just tracking your results in general. That is, tracking sales you're getting from your ads and seeing if that's offset by the ad spend. And sometimes, obviously you can't make very much, or the money's been made in the repeat customer you're going to get. But one way or another, you got to actually know what your revenue you're pulling in, roughly. Otherwise, you're going to get taken advantage by Google, because at that point in time, you're just going to say, I don't really care what's going on. And then Google's going to sneak in, as they try to raise their quarterly profits every quarter, they're going to sneak in more and more junk traffic, of which competitor traffic's going to keep going up. It's going to be a higher and higher percentage of your traffic. And they're going to do that to you because they can and want to. They are also, by the way, the reason why this is happening so much, they've went beyond simply trying to see if you're not paying attention and have you show up for competitor terms. They're ignoring outright your negative keywords. So you can't just simply say, oh, I'll add all our competitors as negative keywords because I've tried this. I didn't want to just run exact match keywords. Some markets, we've added thousands and thousands and thousands of individual competitor variant searches to block all the search terms, but they'll still just keep popping up. It's like a game of whack-a-mole. And furthermore, when you use, by the way, phrase match keywords or broad match keywords, not only are you just going to show up for your competitors' names in your local market, you're going to show up for competitors' names outside your local market. So if you're in Chicago, your ad will show up for people in Milwaukee and New York City that are typing your competitor name there. It's really ridiculous. And obviously, Google is smart enough and has the capability to not do this. They literally are just doing this to make a little bit more money for the next quarterly estimates that are coming out, where they're under pressure to be able to get the revenue figure to go up. And this is one of the main ways they've done it over the last few years. And the negative keywords ain't going to save you no more. There's an alternative, though. You can try to negative keyword your way out of the problem, but it won't ever completely work. It'll help, but it won't completely work. And it particularly won't work in bigger markets or a lot of competitors, like I was saying before. So what's the better option, or what's the alternative, so to say, Corey? How do I deal with this? The alternative is very simple. You run exact match keywords only with a few other things, which, ultimately I talk about how to run these exact match keywords on this channel all the time, about how to actually do it effectively, how you make millions of dollars doing it for your business. It's very effective, and it's available for anybody who wants to do it, who isn't lazy and is willing to put some work in and not just run a typical PMAX campaign because they want to spend 15 minutes setting up their campaign and they're done. If you want the actual advice that's going to just completely stomp out the competitors, you want to learn how to run the campaigns like I run it, and check out my other videos about search campaigns and how to set them up, because you're not going to have the competitor keyword problem afterwards in running SCAG campaigns. And so if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should. I spend 40 hours a week doing ad strategy at our firm to find out the ultimate best way to run a campaign for your market, for a local service market. I also, by the way, spend my weekend sharing what I find out, what works during the week, but I also document it on my website, on my blog as well, with screenshots, illustrations, graphs, all that. You should check that out as well. You can find that on my site at GaryTPPC.com/blog. You, of course, can also ask me any question that you would like in the comment section. I get back to every single person who leaves me a question or comment on this channel, typically within 24 hours time. You also can reach out to me through my Discord group that I've started up, where I'm talking to all the followers that have joined thus far. You can find the link to the Discord group that I run in the video description. I can answer your questions as well. And of course, you could talk to all the other very intelligent fellows that follow this channel and ask them questions as well about your unique situation. If you want to set up a private call between myself, I do those. You can reach out to me at my firm at guaranteedppc.com, and we could do a consulting call. I work with agency owners, consulting them. I also work with individual businesses as well. But coaching isn't the main thing I do. Of course, our main business is predicated around done for you services, of which we can set you up the best campaign money can buy that'll just absolutely work in your market every time, and will guarantee your results. You'll get a certain amount of sales or leads before, on a certain amount of ad spend before paying anything to our agency. That's our signature offer that we offer at our firm, and we're willing to offer it to you as long as you're in a market that it looks like there's results there. And I'll give you an 8-quarter projection of your results on top of it with the strategies we know will work and will work in your situation as well, which we'll explain. So I'll gladly provide that for you, and that's free of charge if you reach out to me at my firm at guaranteedppc.com. And lastly, regarding that, I also, by the way, if you're just in a market that we've been in already, not only will we tell you the results you can get in your market, in the city that you're in or the country that you're in, having worked in over hundreds of different niche markets over the last decade plus, I can tell you the template that works for your market. So if you don't want done for you services, but you want the same results we got, buy the winning ad template, landing page template that works for your market, and campaign templates. You copy paste those into your ad account, get the same results we're getting, and took none of the money and work that it took for us to figure out over years how to get results in your market. That's a no-brainer to do if we've already got the results in your market. You can check that out as well. Reach out to me if you're interested in that on my site at guaranteedppc.com. The better option is exact match keywords, as I mentioned, with SCAG setups, where you're going to run one keyword per ad group. Why? Because the main argument of using phrase match is twofold. One, I don't need very many keywords. Two, I'll get more clicks that way. Take it from me, for a person that's ran thousands of search campaigns. You will make more money going deeper on what works than going broader, because the broader just gets you a bunch of junk traffic that you don't want. So what I do is I'll go and find the hundreds of variants of ways people search for the service or product, if we're dealing with product, that people search for and buy in our market. And then we'll set up unique ads for each one of them. That'll get us sky-high click-through rates from the terms we actually want to show up for, not competitor terms, not information-based terms where they're looking for just information or whatever, for buying terms. And whereas the average guy is going to get click-through rates of 4%, 5%, whatever, we're going to get in that situation where the average guy is getting 4%, which is about the average overall from all markets. We're going to get 10%, 15% doing that technique. And then we're also going to set up unique landing pages for each keyword. So if somebody's looking for termite pest control service, our headline on our landing page that we take them to says termite pest control service, as is our ad's going to say this. Our ad's going to have what they typed in the ad, and it's going to also have it on the landing page right when they get there. Now, that situation will get your conversion rates to be much higher as well. You'll get at least 40 to 60% higher conversion rates when the keyword's on the landing page, 95% of the time. Some markets, it doesn't quite work that way, but basically that's the rule versus the exception. And all you're going to do is get a majority of the traffic you want and none of the traffic you don't want anymore. You go deeper on what's left, you won't even miss phrase match and broad match keywords anymore once you do this. The only reason why you'd run phrase match and broad match out of anything you could possibly say that would be even halfway legitimate is that it saves time. But hey, it certainly will save you time, but at the cost of pissing away thousands of dollars a month. Do you like working for free in your business? I mean, honestly. Or would you rather spend one time, a few dozen hours setting this up, and then it works forever and works extremely well to where you're going to be making not thousands a month, but tens of thousands a month in profit once it's broken in and is running at full steam already. Once Google sees how good your setup is compared to your competition in terms of the click-through rate it's getting, the conversion rate it's getting, they're going to run it more and more and more. Your ad's going to be bigger that they give you. It's going to be higher in the list. They're going to have you show up a higher percentage of the time. They're also going to have you show up for the person that's more likely to convert into a customer. Yes, they do this. The person who's least likely to convert, they give it to the guy with the crappier ads, crappier landing pages, which makes it super hard to even make money when you're not in the top 20 percentile of advertisers in their eyes, judged by click-through rate and conversion rate. And so all of this stuff happens when you actually do what I'm telling you here. So killing two birds with one stone with this. A, you're getting rid of the competitor traffic. And two, whatever is left that you actually want to show up for, you're getting shown way, way, way more than what you otherwise. You're getting 10 times more out of it than you could otherwise. If you actually go through all the motions that I just described, you do it in an intelligent way that you didn't just, half-ass, essentially. You went through the proper steps of doing it. To give you some sort of insight, I spent at least 100 hours setting up a campaign for a client. Between the ad setup, the tracking setup, the landing page setup. That sounds ridiculous to most people, but the results speak for themselves. You're not going to stand a chance against me in a market that I'm in by doing it the whole, the way where you're spending, an hour setting up your campaign. You're just not. I don't care. And, the results are there. You want to go up and dispute this, of course, I'll go head to head with you. I'll bet $10,000 my campaign beats yours with the broad match and your generic, landing page that you're sending people to, saying the sun is orange versus black. I mean, this is undisputed that this actual formula works better at this point in time. Anyway, with that said, I'm going to pretty much wrap it up with that. Hopefully that made sense, what I was just describing, how to get rid of this problem. And then more importantly, there's way more value in just understanding how to do things the right way, as I described here with single keyword ad group campaigns, like I talk about in other videos, let alone just getting rid of the competitor terms. I've got, if you go to my channel homepage, you go in the search bar and you search for SKAG, S-K-A-G, you could see my detailed videos about how to set up SKAG campaigns, the way that I'm talking about step by step. I highly encourage you, if you're going to take my advice here and move forward with it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. If you want to see another video, click here. It is one of my best ones.